to use or not to use your product. Every time you sell your product, the employees of your customers, the end users, have a decision to make. Do they use or not use your product? Now, decisions are based on emotion. As much as we like to think that we're rational human beings, we are driven by emotion. And studies show that the emotional center of the brain is highly active during decision making, often influencing the choices before conscious logical processing occurs. So even though we think our decisions are based on logic and common sense, the reality is that we are often steered by emotion. Like, I make my list, I do my research, but then often go with that gut feeling, right? So a study performed by Nobel Prize-winning psychologist Daniel Kahneman showed that emotions contribute to around 90% to our decisions, while logic only factors in for around 10%. And then we use logic to justify those decisions after the fact. So how does this relate to customer value, customer retention, and customer expansion? Well, I recently spoke with two companies who are struggling because their customers' employees aren't adopting their products. Now, their products are amazing, but the users are finding the change too stressful, and others are threatened by the technology. So remember, no matter how great your product is, without user adoption, you don't have a license to renew, and many of these users revert back to the legacy solutions, often simple spreadsheets. Now, that's why we have to appeal to the emotional part of the user's brains, even when they are highly technical engineers. So people like to see the big picture. They like to know where they're going. They like to know why. As adults, we're often asking ourselves in our brains subconsciously, so what? What does this mean to me? So therefore, you need to answer those questions during onboarding, during enablement, during customer engagement across the whole customer journey, and of course, during expansion. And in my 6-stage orchestrated onboarding framework, I make sure to address those key points throughout onboarding and beyond. So to dive deeper, read my article, The Neuroscience of Customer Onboarding, and check out the amazing book, Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. And let me know how I can help you.